Exercise 6.5 talks about various performance obligations. And it reads, on March 1st, 2021, Gold Examiner receives 147,000 from a local bank and promises to deliver 100 units of certified 1-ounce gold bars on a future date. The contract states that ownership passes to the bank when Gold Examiner delivers the products to Brinks, a third-party carrier. In addition, Gold Examiner has agreed to provide a replacement shipment at no additional cost if the product is lost in transit. The standalone price of the gold bar is $1,440 per unit, and Gold Examiner estimates the standalone price of the replacement insurance service to be $60 per unit. Brinks picked up the gold bars from Gold Examiner on March 30th, and delivery to the bank occurred on April 1st. Okay, so the question then becomes, how many performance obligations are in this contract? And so there are two performance obligations in this contract. The first performance obligation is the delivery of the gold bars. The second performance obligation is the delivery of the insurance on that. And so so that's how many are there. So number one, the answer is two performance obligations. Number two, prepare the journal entry Gold Examiner would record on March 31st. On March 1st. Okay, so now we're going to have to prorate the cost. And so on number two, the way we prorate that, we have to add those two performance obligations together. So 1,440 times 100 equals 144,000. And then we have $60 per unit for the insurance performance obligation times 100 would be $6,000. Add those two together, we get $150,000 on that. So now we're going to take, in order to prorate it, we're going to get the we're going to take the 144,000 divided by 150,000 and multiply that times 147, the contract price, and that's going to equal 141,120. And then for the second part, the insurance, we would take the 6,000 divided by the 150,000 times the 147. And that's going to work out to be 5,880. All right, so now we can do our journal entry. We receive cash, 147,000. We have gold revenue, deferred revenue, of 141,120, and we have deferred revenue insurance for 5,880. Okay, so that's the journal entry on March 1st. Then it says prepare the journal entry for the that Gold Examiner would record on March 30th. So remember, March 30th is the date that they give that to Brinks, right? The delivery company. And so the journal entry on March 30th is going to be deferred revenue for the ingots of 141, 120, and then sales revenue for 141, 120. And then on April 1st, remember that's the date that the bank actually received the gold bars. And so now the insurance is done, and we'll have deferred revenue, insurance, 5880, and we'll have service revenue of 5880. So the first one is a sales revenue, it's a good. The second one is a service revenue. All right, so that's how we do deferred revenue and various performance obligations.